How's it going, everybody? My name is Mike. Some of you know me as Monkey Mike. This is my channel, Monkey Wrenching, and today we're going to talk about something a little different. Notice I look different. I have my hair pulled up. No, it's not a man bun. I just have it pulled up, and you know it's kind of short, so it's the best I could do. Not that I really care what you think about my hair. And I'm dressed a little differently today. I was in there in the house doing some exercises due to the whole virus crap. I can't go to the gym. I'm awaiting a surgery, and I want to tell you guys about what the surgery is, and that they found a diagnosis for what's wrong with me. And I'm just really nervous making this video, so if you even made it this far and you haven't clicked off yet, thanks so much for being here. I don't know how to go about making this video. I'm pretty nervous, but to be honest, I'm not sure how long I'll be here anymore. You know, first and foremost, if for some reason that I don't make it too much longer, I do want my kids to know I love them. Thank you guys for being here. My whole family, you know, my wife and my kids, especially my wife, thank you so much for putting up with everything. No, this isn't like, you know, I'm gonna die or something, but I don't know if I'm going to. After last night's episode, last night was pretty bad, and I'm actually still dealing with it. It's a diagnosis. It's called Achalasia, I think I'm saying it right, Achalasia of Cardia. And I'll just give you the skinny of what I've researched about what it is basically the very top of my stomach or the bottom of my esophagus, however you want to view it. There's you know, like a sphincter deal or whatever. You think about Wayne's World, a sphincter says what? So I can't help but laugh every time I say the word sphincter. Being an 80s kid, you know, that went around a lot. But the issue being, I'm trying to stay in good spirits right now. The issue being is that whenever my chest, my stomach makes positive pressure, and for lack of a better term, there's crap in the way, so the air bubbles or gas, whatnot, aren't going down, they're trying to come up. I have an inability to burp or relieve that pressure. And so it builds up in my chest cavity, about right in here, and it starts to push against nerves and push against my heart. And it makes it to where my heart starts freaking out and just trying to operate normally. And so it starts overachieving to maintain getting, you know, blood flow around through my body. And there's something called the vagal nerve. Whenever I type it, it looks like vagal nerve, so a lot of people giggle and laugh. But it's called a vagal nerve, and that nerve sends signals to your body or to your brain, basically saying, "Hey, things are not right. You know, you're gonna die." That's what it thinks. It thinks I'm gonna die. And there's times where I wonder if it's right. These attacks, as I call them, or episodes rather. I've been dealing with this one for about a day and a half now, and last night was so bad I had to take a Valium that I kept from a dental appointment a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but you know, long enough. But I don't even know if it helped. It just helped calm me down. My mind gets racing like crazy. I think of everything terrible that's happening, and it all just compounds, and it sends me into a panic, and I freak out. I have legitimate, you know, anxiety attacks over the whole thing because I feel like I'm dying. I feel like I'm having a heart attack. My arm starts to hurt really bad. My chest starts to hurt. Right now, I have this lingering chest pain that's right here. And until I knew what this was, which is only about a week or two ago, I very much thought I was having heart attacks. And so for the last, you know, 20 years or so, I would take myself to the ER, freaking out, telling them, you know, I'm dying, I'm having a heart issue, and the whole ER would get all crazy about it and do their best to take care of me. And every time they'd say, "You're fine." And they'd say, "You know, you need to go see a doctor about anxiety." I'm like, I don't have anxiety attacks. There's something physical happening. For the longest time, they had no idea what it was. Until recently, I saw a thoracic surgeon, started telling him about it, and he looked at me, he goes, "Oh yeah, that's this." I mean, "Oh yeah, it's this"? You mean you just, like, how come nobody else could figure it out that quick? 36 years, that's how old I am, 36 years until about 2 weeks ago. I'll be 37 in May. I've been dealing with this my entire life. This is a congenital deal that, you know, it's just that muscle that's down there in between the esophagus and the stomach. It won't open. And so the gas just builds up, pushes up against it, starts to expand in the chest cavity. And I don't know how to relieve it. There's two ways that they could do the surgery. There's laparoscopy, so they take some tools, they slice it open somewhere, they go up inside, they're gonna, you know, cut into my stomach, and then go up in through the bottom there, and he'll basically cut that muscle open, pull it, and stitch it to the sides of my esophagus, and it just stays open all the time. You know, the benefit is food just goes right down, so I basically, like a snake, I just, you know, swallow things whole and hope it doesn't block, which, yeah, you just drink some water, wash stuff down. The issue being for me is that I'm afraid mine's so severe I'm going to need the other kind of surgery, which is going to slice open the ribs, you know, slice me open right here, pry my ribs open, and he's going to have to go in with his hands and do it manually. With my luck, though, it'll end up being that one. And, you know, it terrifies me. I'm absolutely terrified. You know, a lot of people like to think they're big and brave and tough and strong and all that. I am one of the strongest, toughest, craziest people I know. I'm the guy that I often joke with people that are close to me, and they agree. I'm the guy you call when you need a permanent solution to a temporary problem. You know, I don't know if this condition has made me very sharp in my decisions and the way that I go about things. It's unfortunate, but you often see me alone in here. I don't deal well with people. I have really bad social anxiety because for so long, nobody trusted me, nobody believed in me. Everybody just told me I was making it up. Nobody, you know, I have very few people who were able to tolerate me for this long. My brother Darren, which you guys have seen a few times, we're not really related. That's my best friend for my entire life. I've known him since, you know, we were this tall. Our dads are best friends, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have my best friend. I apologize if I start crying a little bit. I'm trying not to, but this stuff is pretty emotional for me. Just telling you guys, this is actually really, really hard. Yeah, Darren and I, he lives here in Arizona with me. I moved out to Ohio with him. He had some issues he needed help with. He asked me to come out there and help him. I came out there, I did the best I could. I started having issues of my own. Told him, sorry bro, I gotta come back with me. He said, okay, let's do it. So we both packed up. He transferred here in Arizona from Ohio, and you know, he just lives down the road. I have been an absolute huge pain in the ass to him my entire life. I'm also where he gets to be as relaxed and as much of him without people judging him, because that's the kind of guy I am. This condition has very much taught me, be you, be who you are. Every day I don't know if that's my last day. I don't know if I have a tomorrow. I don't know if this, you know, my esophagus is trying to seal shut completely. Until I get this surgery, every day is questionable for me. Will I make it? Will this, am I gonna have a stroke or a heart attack over this from the pressure being so great that it, you know, is affecting my blood flow? It's terrifying with everything that's been going on. Absolutely terrifying. I get, you know, really bad when it does seal up, and I have acid reflux of any kind, and type of stomach acid trying to come up. It just holds up in there. The gas turns into this nasty acidic bubble of burning hell. I don't know how else to describe it. It's terrible. It's excruciating. It's the absolute worst experience I have ever had in my life. And I deal with it at least 2 to 3 times every day. Makes me afraid to go anywhere, to do anything. It's why this channel exists pretty much solely in this garage. I love to drive. I know, I don't need anyone to tell me, I know I'm an extremely talented driver. I like to think I'm pretty good at building stuff. it just makes it really hard mentally. It takes an absolute toll on me. Some days I just want to throw in the towel. I can't even tell you guys for how long I've wanted to die. I don't want to do this. It's excruciating. I lost my best friend, who wasn't my brother. I lost my best friend, who was my dog. She was my crutch. She was who I leaned on when it was just her and I didn't have my family. And yeah, I miss that. I miss her so damn much. Pretty much everybody else deserted me. And she always stayed by my side no matter how hard it got. No matter how angry or sad, depressed, suicidal, just everything, she always was there. She gave me 13 years. I made her promise me 9, you know, as much as a dog could promise somebody. I've got her daughter in the house, who I named after my great aunt. And my great aunt was my favorite person ever to exist that I know personally. You know, I often talk about why PFI is so important to me. I kind of feed off of Brent's positivity. Well, I do my best to. You know, hey, seeing him and Shane, maybe you guys understand now why, you know, it's, I look at my little boy. I'm like, no, keep fighting. You can do this, keep going. It wasn't even until recently I had diagnosis. I was starting to think I really was crazy. I was starting to think maybe the doctors are right and I am making it up. Maybe it isn't real. I knew there was something real. And so I didn't listen to them. I ignored the doctors, trying to shove a bunch of mental medication down my throat. And eventually I finally found a doctor, Dr. Braze, here in where I live. And you know, we got a surgery hopefully coming up soon. Monday, which is today's Saturday, so in 2 days I have to go do what's called an esophagram. So I drink some barium, and they're gonna watch me swallow crap and see what my throat does. And I think they do an ultrasound, maybe some x-rays, I'm not quite sure. I know I have to go to radiology for it, so we'll see what happens. And then on the 30th, I have to go for what's called manometry. Manometry is where they shove a camera. First I have to snort lidocaine, so woo, get to snort some drugs. It's been a long time since I had that kind of fun. I did go to college in Chico in the very early 2000s, and we used to have a lot of fun back then. I've got amazing stories I could tell you guys about what it was like living in Chico before everything went all super PC, bro. But I digress. We'll save that for maybe some other time. I'll do a story time videos. But I have to snort lidocaine, numb everything up, and then they're gonna shove a camera in my nose, point it down my throat, and make me swallow stuff again of various textures and sizes and things and whatnot, and watch what happens then. In between those two procedures, they will decide which surgery it is that I need, and how to go about solving this. If it's solvable, I hope it is. So, yeah, guys, some of these days are really hard for me. Some things are just absolutely, you know, yeah, some days I want to throw in the towel real bad. Most days. And I just wanted to tell you guys what it's like. You know, I know there's other people out there that are going through this. This is a very rare condition, though. This isn't something people normally have, and when they do, it's usually not as severe as this version that I have. Most people get it solved earlier because somebody can figure out what's wrong with them. For some reason with me, it took them my entire life until right now to figure it out. I definitely don't want to die because I want to hang out with my family. I want to, you know, somehow brave coming to meet you people. You people, we meet you people. Yeah. No, really though. I mean, I'm so scared half the time just to go be social. I had to cancel going to IFO because I was worried about getting sick. I can't afford to get sick at all. I don't care about what special kind of name the freaking sickness has. I can't get it. If I get it, I'm not going to get this surgery. If I get it, these procedures won't get done right. These tests, they're gonna show things that aren't what's really happening because we have a sickness that's affecting stuff. So I have to stay as healthy as possible. It's just rough, guys. It's really rough. You know, I don't want any of this to be for sympathy. I'm not trying to get any sympathy out of anybody. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. This most people would think this would be humbling and that, you know, you'd be a more understanding person. For me, this has been infuriating, angering. The fact that, you know, nobody's believed me for so long, it's made me very cynical and pretty negative just about everything. I'm not a happy guy. Most of the guy that you see in these videos, I'm faking it, guys. I don't want you to see me like, ugh. Nobody wants to watch that crap. So I put on my happy face for everybody. On Instagram, I do my best to, you know, I can't tell you how many times I want to respond all shitty and negative, and I go, wait a second, why would I do that? Nobody else is experiencing this. There's no reason for anyone to feel down about the way things are in life just because I'm having a hard time dealing with stuff. So I do my best to put on that happy face and to interact with you guys in the most positive way that I possibly can, because I want to encourage people to have a much better experience about life than me. Some days I just can't bear it though. And I've been meaning to make this video for probably about a week or two now, ever since I found out about it. I've been in shock watching everything going on in the world. You know, it's pretty rough. Come here, boy. Oh, I got an air bubble trying to move up. Come here, son.
Just go.
Come here. You come sit on my lap.
Hey.
Oh, you got your boxers on. You go put some clothes on, little dude.
Yeah. No.
Wait, oh, what you eating? You eating my cereal? Are you eating my cereal? You stealing my cereal from my bowl? That's mine. What? Dude! Stealing my cereal. Alright, go back in the house. I'm gonna finish my video. Too cold out here for you. I had made a bowl of cereal and I hadn't put any milk in it yet. It sat on the counter there. And sometimes eating helps displace the air, and because it, you know, the food forces down and forces my esophagus to open up. Sometimes it helps relax it a bit, and some air will come up afterwards. Sometimes I don't do anything. Sometimes I have to drink a crap ton of water or some sort of fluid or whatever and build the pressure up until it pushes through. And I gotta tell you guys, it's excruciating. It hurts so bad. But the relief, better than an orgasm. By far. But I've had a lot of those. Got kids. My wife is very understanding about letting me play around. These air bubbles, I guarantee, I promise you guys, it's better than nothing, man. It really is. I look forward to the release of it. You know, I do vape cannabis. I don't have a problem telling you guys. Nobody sponsors me besides my wife, so what the hell does it matter? You know, I've been a cannabis user for almost my entire life. I want to say since I was about 6 years old. I noticed even as, 6. I got arrested when I was 10 years old for selling herb at school. Yeah. Not exactly, you know, your best role model in the world, but did what I had to do back then. I grew up, you know, not too far, hanging out in some pretty bad places. I don't like to tell too many people about where it is I grew up and what the district was called and whatnot. Mainly just because I don't want you guys to get the wrong impression about me. But yeah, I definitely don't come from some of the nicest places where I live or where I'm from, and the people I hung out with were the bottom of the barrel. I love my people. I miss them to death. They were great. You know, they're the only reason I made it through the way I did. Because I've always had this. You gotta keep in mind, I've felt like this my entire life. This pressure in my chest and all the anxiety and everything, not knowing what's going on, just being absolutely terrified. But I just wanted to, you know, in case I never get a chance to make this video, because I don't know day to day whether or not I'm going to make it. Maybe I'm just ultra negative and I'm always going to make it through that, and maybe this air bubble thing just sucks, but it's not actually going to kill me. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I know my esophagus is sealing shut temporarily from time to time. It builds this ridiculous pressure in my chest, and I feel like I'm having a heart attack. Legitimately. I've been on a heart monitor before, and during the heart monitor, you know, for 5 days, during the monitoring, they found I had premature beats, triple beats, palpitations, arrhythmia, like high blood pressure, stage 1 hypertension, but yet they've never put me on any medication for it. Never once. They don't even care to. I don't understand why. I just don't. I don't like taking a lot of drugs. You know, I'm okay with smoking pot. It's kind of whatever. I don't even really drink alcohol anymore. I used to drink a lot. I used to be an alcoholic just because the pain was so ridiculous. I had a problem with opiates for a while, mainly because of the pain-killing factor and not feeling this pain in my chest, even when it was present, was just a relief. It's just this nice little Band-Aid. My doctor actually lets me have a bottle of codeine just sitting there, so I'm like a rapper some days. I just take a little cup and mix up my drink, and I'm happy as a clam because nothing hurts. But it's no way to live. I'm not trying to be all drugged up all the time. So, anyways, guys, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. This isn't a normal video. I'll be making a lot of these. It's probably a one-time thing, hopefully. Maybe after the surgery or coming up on it, you know, or maybe I'll give you guys an update as to what's going on as it goes, if it matters. If anyone even cares, really, I don't know if anyone's even gonna give two shits. So I felt kind of obligated to tell the world, like, hey, look, this is a thing. The fact that doctors pushed me around for so long, just trying to shove anxiety medication and crazy pills down my throat for so long, just kind of shows you where our medical system is. And maybe if I had more money and could pay fancier doctors, I don't know. I'll tell you one thing though, the whole, you know, healthcare crap they're all talking about today, I'm not sure it would have helped me. Universal healthcare and whatnot. I don't think it would help me. They've been pushing me along the system just the same as they would have. So, I don't know, guys. But I know this is my story about what I deal with. I know there's a lot of people that have some pretty bad stuff out there. There are people who don't even have limbs, can't use them. People that, you know, have strokes and try to live through it and things of that nature. I'm well aware there's people who got a lot more physical problems, a little mental problems. I've known a lot of people with mental disabilities. In fact, all growing up, my mom, her main job was working with people that have mental disabilities, group homes and things of that nature. So I spent my fair share of time around people that were mentally not right. No, I don't just mean like schizophrenic. I mean basic Down syndrome and things of that nature. thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And if any of y'all know anyone who's got something like this, show them this video. Maybe it'll help. If anything, maybe it'll just help you be happier that you don't have something like this. Because it's terrible. It's controlled my entire life. And it's sad. So, thanks for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. I hope y'all understand a bit more why I appreciate y'all being here so much. Every day, one step at a time, right? Peace.